Hi guys, my name is Lucia and welcome to my October Shop My Stash where I pick out all the makeup I'm going to be using for this month. If you have missed any Shop My Stashes from previous months, I will link my playlist down below. I always like to start off with the products that I was testing out for review. The main product I was testing out for review is the Juvia's Place Deuce palette. This is what the palette looks like and I absolutely love this palette. I had such a good time with this palette. I had this Shop My Stash for 5 weeks because I did it when I moved into college. So the last couple of weeks I have been transitioning to fall tones, but for at least 2 weeks straight I only used this palette and it was really good. Now I will say I did use the NYX glitter primer with the metallics and they performed much better. They were way more metallic, but I also don't think it's absolutely necessary. Now I did pull for my Zodiac palette just because I wanted a deeper purple, but I just really enjoyed the looks that I could get with this. I put puffs on the lid and I put custard in the crease and that was a really nice look. I would also do the same with Mont Blanc and I would have this as a transition. I used this Tarte shade, which is a duochrome, as an inner corner highlight. I used this green either in the inner corners or on the lower lash line. There's just a ton of looks you can get with this, which surprised me considering there's only 9 shades, but I definitely like this. I took a look at the Juvia's Place palettes to see if I would want to get another one because I was so impressed, but I don't like any of the other color stories quite as much as I like this. Then, as I said, I was just using the Zodiac palette for the purples. I was using my Bad Habit Aphrodite palette. Now, I did not realize how perfect this palette is for the fall time. I got this sent to me in the spring, so I had never used it during the fall, and this is such a nice fall palette. I have been using this for the past 2 weeks, I think, and I don't know if you can tell, but I have some really nice dips going on in this palette. And then I was using my Trading Mecca singles. I only used these two right here, this cranberry and this orange, because those are the ones that seem to work for fall time, and they are really beautiful. So that is what I was using for eyeshadow. I was also testing out these Milani blushes. This is the Milani blush in Tea Rose, and I was using this with the Deuce palette, and it's a really nice blush for that palette. That palette is very pink and light purple, and my other nude blushes would work, but this worked very nicely. It's not my favorite blush. My favorite is Rockateur, but there's nothing wrong with it. I don't have any complaints. It's a nice tone, and I am excited to get more use out of it. And then I have the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso, which I already basically knew I liked. I didn't use this a ton this month, really only a handful of times. I do enjoy it. I like that I don't need a highlight when I use this. And yeah, alright, so now let's shop my stash for new products. First, I'm going to go into my eyeshadow drawer. So this is what my eyeshadow drawer looks like. If you are used to my channel, you will see that this looks really different because I did get some new stuff. First of all, for the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, they always have my favorite Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, so I picked up 3. Mascara is the only beauty product that I will buy backups of in bulk because this is my favorite mascara. If I could use this and nothing else, that would make me extremely happy, so when they are on sale for half price, I do like to stock up. This is a limited edition packaging. I just thought it was pretty. And then I did buy another Tarte Shape Tape in light because mine has maybe a week or 2 left. And there was this Tarte set. If you spent over a certain amount for Tarte, you got some samples, which I am going to donate, but then you also get Man-Eater Mini Mascara and Sex Kitten Eyeliner. I'm going to pull this eyeliner in. This is in a Project Pan. I definitely need a new mascara soon-ish, but I'm not sure if I'm going to need one this month. And I'm also not sure if I should pull in one that I know I love or if I should pull in this one to try. I think I will decide if the time comes that I need a new mascara, because right now I'm not really sure if I'm feeling like trying a new one or if I want to go with something I know I love. So that will be a tentative I will pick later. Now, this is a product I'm really excited about. This was sent to me from the Octoly website. It is the Brazilian Crush Body Fragrance Mist from Sol de Janeiro. You probably have heard a lot of YouTubers hype this up, as have I, and I really just wanted to see what the hype is about. So I am going to be using this month. I actually have a goal for this month. I am trying to use up the MAC lipstick in Mocha. It is an extremely orange warm tone shade, and I actually want to pick my eyeshadow palettes based around this lipstick so that I can use it up. So I first am going to roll over the Aphrodite palette that I have been using because it's just so perfect for fall and it really works with this lipstick, and I don't know, I'm just not done with it yet. I definitely want to get more use from it in the fall time because I wasn't as appealed to this in the springtime, but now that I am feeling like cranberry and orange, this is really nice for that. I also want to pull in the Michelou Queen Bee palette. This has some other nice fall tones. I'm a little worried this will be too like the Aphrodite palette, but I'm gonna pull it anyway because it has these nice red tones and it has some cooler yellows that I really enjoy. I haven't used this Junglivore palette in a long time, but I'm not sure if I want to pull it this month or wait for next month because like I said, I do want to work on this lipstick, but also I've been working on this lipstick all week and it is almost gone. I will give myself a freebie if I end up not wanting to use this or not wanting to use the Queen Bee palette. Then I can reassess once I use up the Mocha lipstick. So if next month I have another palette that I didn't pick for this month in my Shop My Stash, that will be why. Also, I think I'm just going to keep this in just for these two shadows. I use them each a couple times and maybe I can get a few more uses out of them. So yes, that is everything for this drawer. Also, I did buy a bunch of these e.l.f. makeup remover cleansing cloths because they are really inexpensive and they are really nice. In that project pan, I am trying to use more Benefit Rockateur, so I think I will be focusing mainly on this blush, but since I am using so many fall tones, I actually want to focus also on the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I haven't used this quite that much, and I would like to use it more. Also, I didn't use Tarte Exposed, I think, at all last month, so I would like to use it a couple times. The Milani Blush in Tea Rose, I don't think I'll use just because it is more of a spring tone shade. And then for highlights, this is the Ofra highlight in Pillow Talk. This was sent to me from Octoly, and I need to review this for the month. I know that it is a little light for me, which is why I wasn't reviewing it last month, because I do still have a bit of a tan, but for the most part that tan is gone, and I would like to see if this is something I recommend or not. Oh, it did shatter in transit, but I just repressed it and it's totally fine. So I do want to focus on that, but usually I, on a daily basis, use the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. It is my favorite. I am also working more on the Stila Glitter and Glow in Diamond Dust for this month. I want to incorporate that within my fall looks. For this section at the top, I have the two mascaras that I was using. I was using the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, and then I did pull out the L'Oreal Voluminous Original, and I'm not loving this. It just makes my eyelashes clumpy, and I thought that it was a dupe for the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, but it definitely isn't. So I'm going to use it more, but it's not my favorite. This is the Ofra eyeliner in turquoise. I was using this month. This was sent to me from Octoly, and I really enjoyed using this with the Deuce palette. I would put this on my lower lash line, and the turquoise with the pink worked really well. I am going to put this away for this month, and like I said, I will be putting the Sex Kitten eyeliner in here. Then my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I am super close to being done with this, and when I am done with it, I want to review the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer from First Aid Beauty. This was also sent to me from Octoly, and I was trying to use up the Tarte Shape Tape before I dug into this one, so I will be pulling this out when I finish Tarte Shape Tape. For down here, I was reviewing the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Oil Free and the Foundation Primer in Radiance. These were also sent to me from Octoly, and I had a bit of trouble with these because I was using this Radiant Primer under the Tinted Moisturizer for like 2 weeks, and my skin was so oily every single day, and for some reason it didn't occur to me that the primer was too much. I was just like, oh, what is happening with these products? So what I did was I stopped using the primer and I just used the tinted moisturizer with no primer, and that worked really well. I've never had a tinted moisturizer before, so I didn't realize that I might not need a primer with it, but that worked really well, so I do really enjoy that. That is in the shade Nude, and I like this primer. It just doesn't work with the tinted moisturizer. For this month, I'm going to go back to my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation in the shade 150. I haven't used this regularly in a long time because I didn't wear foundation regularly all summer. And I will be using it with the Becca First Light Priming Filter, but I also want to use the Laura Mercier primer with the foundation and see how it goes. So that is what I'm going to focus on, and I do think I want to try to use this every day because I still have a lot of this left. I got this a year ago, and I think it's only half gone, so I'd like to make some more progress on that. For my bronzer, you guys know I only own a couple. I have the Milk Chocolate Soleil, which I use daily. This is the Chocolate Soleil that I use in summertime, and I'm trying to use up this Bahama Mama bronzer, so that is what I'll be using. Now, I already talked a little bit about lips. I am going to be using MAC's Mocha, but when I finish with MAC's Mocha, I want to focus on the ColourPop Lippie Sticks in Gold Digger. This is the shade that I almost decluttered, and then I said, you know what, I would like that for fall. This is the time that I want to use it. I really don't think MAC Mocha will take me much longer, so I do want to get a lot of use out of this, and I also think MAC Whirl is something I want to focus on. This is a very fall shade. I haven't worn this a ton since probably last fall, so I do want to focus on those 3 lipsticks for the fall. You guys see, I don't have that many lipsticks, but I still like to pick out things that I want to work on. I'm realizing that I have to pick out things that work with the eyeshadows so that it makes more sense. I talked about this in my Project Pan finale from last week, that if I want to pan an orange lipstick, but I pick out all pink and purple eyeshadows, that doesn't make sense. So I think that those lipsticks will go really well with the shadows that I have picked out. Oh, and I also wanted to tell you guys, I wasn't going to use this, but I ended up using it. This is the Klairs Rich Moist Soothing Cream. This was sent to me, and I don't like this. It's not moisturizing enough. It's fine. I'm gonna use it up. It's only 2 ounces, so I'm probably almost halfway done with it. I don't know. It's fine. I'm waiting for the winter because then I will use my really deep moisturizer, which is really rich. I wouldn't recommend this. I've been also using their moisturizing toner. It's really hard for me to know if skincare is doing anything because I don't really see major differences in my skin, but I definitely don't dislike that one. Alright guys, and that was everything for this month's Shop My Stash. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!